الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم في الدين أما بعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Has there been ever in your life a person to whom you said in your heart, I will never forgive this person? Raise your hand. You were fast. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Nobody else? We've all gone through such, right? We've all gone through such situations where somebody has hurt us to the core that your heart, your soul says, I will never forgive that person. But did you forgive them? Did you forgive them? Oh my. Oh my. Now you did it.
I may take 20 seconds as a moderator, not a moderator really is, but if you know, we all love to sit at the ends of the rows. Can you please fill the middle rows because all the
there's a lot of empty seats, people coming in the back, they have to stand.
Just move towards the middle so that people
leave the empty seats on the sides for the latecomers. We love the latecomers. But we love more than the latecomers, we love the early comers who are sitting. So inshallah, let's try to squeeze in. I see a lot of empty seats here. There's some empty seats there. The front people just got up and they want to leave. They're so embarrassed. So as I was saying, we all go through this situation in life where someone has hurt us so bad that we don't want to forgive. We are so hurt. We are so much in pain. We are in so much anguish. We are crying. We are sobbing. We feel like it's the end of the world. And some people even want to commit suicide because they were hurt so much, so badly. My topic that they gave me is the believers forgive. And the reason I asked you that question, if you went through that situation, is that if you never forgave that person, please, please, I beg you, pretty please, from this convention when you go back, call that person, email them, and tell them, I forgive you for the sake of Allah. Tell them, I forgive you for the sake of Allah. Despite all the pain and anguish you cause, and despite all the years that we have stopped talking, I just want to say, Assalamu alaikum, and I have forgiven you for the sake of Allah. End. Even if you don't want to keep connections continuously with them, but giving forgiveness is a faridah on every believer. We cannot live in this world without forgiving someone. We cannot sleep at night without forgiving anyone. Because you don't know when is the last night. You know, there was a Sahabi of Rasulullah who was a Jannati. It's a really famous hadith. You must have heard this in many khutab and many bayan and lectures, where one time Rasulullah was sitting in Medina and he said that whoever is going to come from this door right now is from Jannah. This companion walked in and everybody saw who it was. Abdullah ibn Umar, who was one of the rawi of this hadith, he says, I got curiosity. I said, what does this person do? Why is Prophet Muhammad saying randomly that the next person who comes through this door in Masjid Nabawi is from Jannah? And this happened not one time, but it happened twice. And some of the had said 3 times. So Abdullah ibn Umar made a point, he made a homework that I need to go and find out from this companion, what is his AHMAD, what are his deeds, what does he do? That Prophet Muhammad is giving him a great accolade, a great standard benchmark that he's Jannah, he's from Jannah. Hence, he goes to this Sahabi's door, knocks on it, and he says, can I spend the night with you here? Just one night I want to spend with you. And he did not tell him why, what's the reason. Such was the love between the Sahaba that they would not even ask, why you want to spend the night tonight? Imagine in this time and age, in 1443, you go over to somebody's house and say, can I spend the night tonight? Why? What happened? Oh, when are you going to leave? I got a lot of things to do. This is how we American Muslims are. I mean, with all due respect, there are many exceptions, there are many other people not like that. But we've become so self-centric and selfish that we first ask the people, when you're going to leave, before we're going to ask them, why are you coming over? Because that is not from the adab of the mu'min, believer. Min haqq al-mu'min is that for, you know what the haqq of a mu'min is? For 3 days and 3 nights, you can't even ask them, why you coming over to my house? You gotta show hospitality. How many times? 72 hours. Boy, tell somebody that in America. I gotta go to job tomorrow, I have a doctor's appointment, I got this, I got that, you know, and so many things. Why are you gonna spend so much time in my house? Brothers and sisters standing in the, please don't stand, I feel very shy, embarrassed. There's a lot of empty seats here, please come in, inshallah. Please fit in, there's a lot of seats here. Nobody's gonna eat each other. I know there's no more social distancing, but inshallah, please fit in. There's a whole row that is empty right over there, whole row. So he goes there and he stays inside and he does not want to sleep because he's anticipating, his apprehension is that this companion, this Sahabi, must be doing a lot of qiyam, a lot of qira'at al-Quran, tilawa, dhikr, azkar. He must be doing a lot of stuff this night, every night. That's why the Prophet said that the person who walks in through the door is from Jannah. And he's waiting and he's waiting and he's waiting. And he says that this person is sleeping. Oh my God. Why is he sleeping? He's from Jannah. The Prophet said he's from Jannah. He must be doing something. And he slept and slept and slept and he's awake all night. Abdullah ibn Umar says, I'm awake all night waiting now, something's going to happen, now something's going to happen. Guess what? Nothing happens. It's time for Fajr. He wakes up as usual, Fajr. They make wudu. They both walk together to Fajr. They meet Prophet ﷺ in Fajr in the masjid. They pray Fajr. They come back home. He became restless. He could not stay patient anymore. He said, now he spilled the beans, let the cat out of the bag. And he told them, look, I did not come here except for this. And he told him the story that we were sitting with Prophet Muhammad in the masjid, and he announced like this, and you walked in, the next day he announced again, it was you I walked in. Was that a coincidence, or you doing something? So I was curious, curiosity killed the cat, and her name was Stephanie. No, that's just the truth. No more, there's no Stephanie here, right? That's the leader. So that curiosity brought that person to him, and he told them, I wanted to see and observe, what do you do different from the rest of us Sahaba that you are getting this certificate, Shahada, of Jannah? So, well, I don't do anything. You saw one? And he said, but this is what Rasul said about you. He said, really? He smiled and he said, the only thing I do, now listen to this very carefully. He said, the only thing I do every night before I go to sleep on my bed is that I forgive all the people who have hurt me. Go figure when you say to somebody, I will never forgive that person. Here's a Sahabi who earned Jannah just because what is his amal? His amal is not reading 10 juz of Quran. His amal is not reading azkar and zikr. His amal is not staying up all night in prayer, making 8 rak'ah, 20 rak'ah. His amal is, oh Allah, I forgive all the people that I have interacted with today. Every night he does that. Hada min amal, from his sunnah, from his basic deed. He forgives everyone. And Abdullah ibn Umar, he was surprised and shocked. How many of us, every night when we go to bed, think that this is my last night? Do you ever think about it? Every night, I pray to Allah that if this is my last night, I don't know tomorrow morning if I'm going to be waking up with Fajr, then make it the best of the night. We have to sleep like that. We cannot afford to waste time. And before we sleep like that, when you lie down on that sealy mattress Parsupuri, whether it is, a certain mattress, whether you're counting the lambs in the sleep, make sure whichever mattress you're sleeping on and you lie on that pillow, just say to Allah, Ya Allah, I have forgiven everyone who has hurt me. And I seek forgiveness of everyone that I may have hurt. And inshallah, we'll be like this Sahaba. This is very important. A lot of people don't realize the sin that is attached with this statement when somebody says, I will never forgive so and so. Because there are so many numerous ahadith Rasulullah already said about forgiveness, about pardoning people. And that is why we have to follow that. There are so many. For example, Rasulullah said, Irhamu man fil ardi, yarhamukum man fis sama. Have mercy on the people that are on earth, meaning other individuals. Allah will have mercy on you.